this is your weekly astrology for July 8th through 14th. After this, we'll have the weekly readings. You can skip through this if you want to. I'm not going to pull any cards. I'm just going to talk about the astrology because there's enough on here to talk about. So, the first thing that we'll talk about is Neptune. Neptune is, we're going to talk about the retrogrades, I should say. So, Neptune. Neptune is coming in to talk about your dreams, your desires, your opinions of situations in your life, and where your direction of healing is going. There are consequences that you need to face from decisions that you have made, and you're going to feel the effect of those throughout this month, actually. Okay, so if you've done everything that you were supposed to do, you'll be fine. If not, we'll see. Okay, that's what I'm going to say about that. Next, we have Saturn, Pluto, and the North Node. And all of these I kind of packed together because they're all about life directions. Your North Node is all about your life plan. It's the direction that you're going into. If you look at that on your chart, you'll see, you know, that's who you're growing up to become, if that makes any sense. And it's getting that life plan in order, in check with yourself, to see where your future is headed. So it goes into retrograde to kind of shake you up and get you to look at things more clearly. Pluto is cleaning up your life. It is making transformations in your life and changes that need to happen in order for you to gain more power in your life. Saturn is getting rid of bad habits, people, situation. You're facing fears, and it's bringing in those challenging moments that need to be brought to the forefront. Okay? Now, something new. We have Chiron coming in for a while. And Chiron deals with your inner pains. Chiron to me brings up old family issues, things that we have subconsciously pushed down inside of us, habits that we have accrued that are just a part of our being, how we choose relationships subconsciously that are not good for us. And it's going to help us master those to become better individuals. As long as you don't fight the retrogrades, these will benefit you. Okay? So throughout the whole month, or I'm sorry, throughout this whole week, but yeah, half of the month as well, we have the Cancer in the Sun position. So Cancer in the Sun is illuminating your need for settlement. So your home, the relationships that you're in, the friends that you know, it's like, are these my comfort zone? Are these people and situations that I want to keep forever? It'll also have you highlighting things that you do want to keep in your life, and you're going to work harder to keep them. Okay? It'll be your basic thought. Like, that is the top, not the top priority, but the first thing that you'll, you know how when you go through evaluations of certain things, like, should I do this? You have one priority, two priority, third priority, you know, of how you look at things. Your first priority will be, is this something that I want to keep with me? Okay. I didn't know how to put that into words because I can't speak. But Your emotions will also run deep. During this time, any moons that come in will be double strength, which is interesting because you have a new moon in Cancer on Friday the 13th. Okay, so that's like quadruple the energy. Okay. Also, be careful of your emotions during this time. Now, on Tuesday the 10th, you have two things. You have Jupiter going direct for a while, the rest of the month. And this is things coming in to surprise you. Jupiter brings surprises. It brings things that help you in the future. It brings you wisdom, and it brings you growth, and it brings good luck. Okay. So look for money, people, things that are going to be invested into your future. Okay. Then you have Venus and Virgo. Now, things that you may have not finished are going to be brought up around this time. Almost like for a resurgence. And this is a time for you to make a critical decision. Okay. But be careful about overthinking something and then putting yourself back in that situation. Okay. So keep it safe. So if something happens and you don't know what to do, the first thing that you're going to do is pause. Okay. Say no, take a day to think about it, and then come back with an answer. Do not do any immediate reactions, because you're either going to be undercritical or overcritical at this time. Okay. Especially with the Virgo and the Cancer sign, it's just not good. Okay. New moon in Cancer on Friday. Now, I just want to say, be careful. Any emotional decisions that you're making, anything that brings out any emotion in you, be careful about making those decisions. Okay. You will be moved very easily around this time. Okay. You can be manipulated very easily. So be careful, because you're so sensitive that you want to help, you want to love, you want to support. And there may be people around you or situations that can take advantage of that. So there's a need for you to be more emotionally secure, which is interesting because that was the same thing with Venus and Virgo. Okay. So you can be overcritical at the beginning of the week, and then towards the end, you're just like, maybe I should give it another chance. Maybe I should, you know, they burnt me once, but maybe it won't happen again. So be very careful about that. This is a good week for you guys to take a moment or take a day to think about something and then give an answer. Okay. If it's true, if it's honest, if it's genuine, you can wait one more day. Okay. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you later for the weekly readings right after this. Bye. Hello everybody. So this is the weekly reading for July 8th through 14th for the element of air. We're going to start with Gemini. So Spirit, what do you have for Gemini? For July 8th through 14th, what would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? There it is. Okay, Gemini. 8 of Cups, Death card in reverse, Ace of Swords, Emperor, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to put that out to King of Wands. Okay, you have the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles in your overall energy. I heard you don't want to walk away. I don't know what that means, but we'll get to it. You're not happy. It feels like you put some work into something and you're not getting anything out of it. You're not getting any stability. But I feel like you want to stay. You may have walked away from something emotionally. And it was your way of gaining control. It was your way of making sure that you were on top. You may have a set of rules that you follow, and someone or something has broken those rules and it does not have a place in your life anymore. It's really hard for you because if you wanted to move forward, you wanted to make a step in your life, and now it feels like you're falling back. You may have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is slightly younger than you. You're not clear on what to do now. And when that happens, Gemini, you start to focus more on home, your security, your career, things like that, because that is where you have the ultimate direction. That is where you have control. But your emotions, your love life, this is a message that I'm getting for you. Your emotions, your love life is also a part of your security as well. You cannot hide from these things. Okay? If you don't put any effort, you're not going to get anything out. And I hear the rebuttal of I've tried everything that I can. And that may be true. Okay? But sometimes you do walk away from things because you feel so smart, so intellectual, that it seems beneath you to even deal with these things. It's definitely doing an injustice to yourself. It's not causing you to have that right amount of balance. This is exactly what these cards are saying. It's the message that I just got for you. Is that you can be happy. You can have bliss. But you have to put the work in. Even though you're not clear, even though you don't understand, it doesn't fit, in your intellect, you seem to kind of push it to the back because you don't really have control over it. Okay, and that's not helping you grow as a person. It's not helping you grow emotionally. All right? New vitality is the Ace of Wands. You're going to have an opportunity to start something new. Okay? There's going to be a turning point in your life, and you need to have a little bit more optimism. A little bit more faith. More drive. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. Is it that? Or are you not putting that effort in? And I feel like it's different for some of you. But that's a question that I feel like you need to ask yourself. The same effort that you put into your career and your home and your family, you can put that into all sorts of aspects in your life. And it'll renew those dead areas. Those areas where you feel like you're being passive. You're not putting that energy or that space or that time into. You have an opportunity to balance your whole life and not just one particular aspect. Okay? Okay, and this is for Libra. Spirit, what do you have for Libra for July 8th through 14th? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. The Magician in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. Libra, you maybe, it looks like there's a lot of people in your life, okay, for sure. I see a lot of people, a lot of different directions. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, I definitely see. I see an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There could be another Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I even feel like there's a fire sign somewhere in here. I feel like they're not going, this fire sign, if you're dealing with one, they're in the background. I don't feel like they're going to play a big role this week, but they're still there. They're still around. They're still a part if you're dealing with them, okay? I feel like you're coming clear about some delusions that you may have had, or about some choices that you need to make, okay? It could be because things are not going in the fashion that you thought it was going to go. So now you need to make some ultimate decisions in your life. I feel as though there's some nurturing aspect in your life. Either your career or home life is getting a little bit more stable and you're in control. And you're doing this over time. I feel like you're feeling better about these situations, but there is still more that needs to be done, okay? Don't stop working on it because you feel secure there, okay? There's still more that needs to be done. By doing that, you're taking an immature approach, okay? Woo, bless me. Bless me. You're taking an immature approach and you're not being very practical in your life by doing that, okay? Because you feel like you have things under control. But I feel like you're just at the beginning of being in control. It doesn't mean that now everything is fine, all right? If you're dealing with someone, they are a little bit more immature than you are, okay? And you're not going to put any more effort into that. You're not. This person may make you rethink yourself or rethink what you're doing, okay? Your emotions are causing you to rethink your decisions. And you're realizing that your emotions have more clout in your life than you need it to. And this is an imperfection that you may have, or that you do have. And you're breaking through those emotional barriers, okay, in order to regain your ultimate control, or the control that you have. By regaining your power, by regaining your sight, your vision for your future, you are going to make a grand decision in your life. It stops you from being on that teeter-totter in life where you're just like, I don't have it, now I do. Everything's great, now it's not. It makes you more even. It's going to make you more even. And this will help you set up a steady plan for your life so you can move forward. You're going to be more rational, more reliable in your life. Okay? I'm going to pull one more card. I feel like you want to go, Libra. I feel like there are things that you want to do in your life. You want to spend money, but you can't do that right now. And that's where you want to be. It's a situation that's going to happen this week where you're like, oh, I can do it. I mean, I can handle it. I have it under control. But it's not the smartest decision for you to make. Okay, it's going to affect something like your rent or your stability in some way. You may not be able to buy food. And for some reason, I feel like you have to rely on yourself this week. You're not going to be able to call other people to assist you. Even though there is someone that you usually can rely on, it's more about you this week. Okay, so don't let your emotions run you this week, which seems to be the common message for everyone. Change your focus. How beautiful is that? Change your focus on how you spend your money. Change your focus on this is what I'm hearing, on what makes you happy. Money is not the only thing that can make you happy. There are lots of things that you can do that are free. There are lots of things you can do to expand your mind. You can go online and learn about something on YouTube. Okay? I feel like you're changing your focus from your emotions to your own stability. From Cups to Pentacles. You may feel a loss. You may feel as though you miss the past. You miss how life used to be. But you have to move forward into the future. You have to get a steady plan going for yourself. Okay? In order to keep living life in the luxury that you want to. Okay? Next we have Aquarius. Spirit, what do we have for Aquarius for July 8th through 14th? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups, Star card, Strength in reverse, and the World card. Okay, Aquarius, immediately, this week you're having trouble with something that has ended. You have come to an end of possibly a relationship. I see the Two of Cups here, okay? And it doesn't seem to be very easy for you, okay? It's not one of those things that you can just be like, oh, well, that's it. You're having a hard time. It's messing with your self-esteem or your confidence, where you should go, what should you do now, should you go back, should you not go back. I just hear all of these questions going on, okay? This may be some downtime. You may be a little bit depressed about this ending, but this is a cycle in your life that needs to end. And I'm hearing that it's supposed to teach you something. It's supposed to show you something about emotions, about how you handle emotions, how you handle communication. Okay. There may have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Why am I hearing? They came in, came out. That's exactly what I'm hearing. It's like rush in, rush out, okay? And I feel like this was just for you. It's something that you wanted to do. It may have been a one-night stand that you wanted to explore larger. I'm hearing like a one date, one meeting, one phone conversation, something like that. And you wanted more to come out of it, but it wasn't practical. This is what it feels like to me. It feels like, let's say that you are Instagram, for those of you who know what that is. And you see someone that you really are interested in and you're like, oh my God, everything about this person is exactly what I want. Okay. But that's not who they are. And I've met people who I'm like, you know them in real life. They're okay. but their Instagram is popping. Like, you're like, oh my God, their life is amazing, and it's really not in real life. And that's what it's kind of like here, okay? You're realizing that this situation, this person is not for you, okay? I feel like there was a relationship that you were in that was better than this. There was some situation that you actually had this Two of Cups energy in, okay? And it didn't work out. It feels like there wasn't enough work put in by you, maybe because you were so focused on this other energy that didn't work out, okay? And now I feel like you're fighting with that. You're fighting with the idea that you thought that something was better, or you thought that this would be easier than it was. You did something and it just wasn't the right thing to do. Maybe you cut this person off and it wasn't good, okay? But the thing is, I feel like with the Star card, this is giving you knowledge, okay? You're starting to see. You're starting to understand everything is coming together. The Star card brings hope. It brings faith. It brings enlightenment as well. It really does. Okay? It brings inspiration to a sad place. Now you're seeing that there was something to learn from this situation. You didn't get something, and instead of saying, you know, these are the things that happened to me, or oh my God, this is so bad, cry me a river, you're starting to see that there is something you can get from this. There was something that was here with the Two of Cups and the Star card. Okay? There was something to learn. I feel like there is also hope. If you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, I feel like they're moving away from you because you're not as stable as they need you to be. There is something here though with the Two of Cups, and I feel like there's still faith and still hope, but there are some changes that need to be made, and it has to do with effort being put in. It has to do with fruit coming from the relationship or the situation, okay? The High Priestess comes to bring you information with the Eight of Wands. I feel as though this is Epiphany week for you, and you're going to start to understand how all this makes sense. It's like, even though nothing came of this, I can keep myself battling this in my mind, saying that it's everyone else's issue. But what am I supposed to learn here? What is supposed to come out of this? You can't go down the road of this always happens to me and woe is me, because the strength is already in reverse. You're already feeling bad. You're already not feeling good about this ending. But you have an opportunity to start something new. The World card brings an ending, but it also brings a new beginning for you. To start something new, to be new. I'm so curious to see what Spirit has for you as a message. I'm really feeling this message for you. Wow. This is the Chariot. It's move. And the reason why this comes up is because you have to redirect your power. The Chariot is all about your control. The power that you put behind your decisions. You have an opportunity this week to be one with what is supposed to be learned here. Something is supposed to touch your heart and change you from this week. And I know usually you may be a fly-by-night type of person and don't let things bother you. But there's something that's actually supposed to be learned here. There's something that's supposed to be seen here. Something that's supposed to grab your attention in order to move you into the direction that you need to go in. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week. I love you so much. Love and light. Bye-bye.